Shedding these expensive, suffocating layers of theatrical face makeup, exposing the raw, bleeding epidermis beneath the glamorous lace dress. Tired of performing complex choreography for their competitive wake-up, trapped inside this high society manufactured emotional distress mess. The heavy platinum necklaces around my neck feel like iron shackles today, as I watch the autumn foliage outside gradually wither and decay away. Welcome to the untamed wilderness, where the wild mountain foxes wander, far away from their corrupt automated financial marketplace transaction grid. The natural ecosystem has a magnificent spiritual story for you to ponder, revealing the cosmic mysteries that the clever down pressers successfully hid. Eat the simple fruits harvested from the rich volcanic mountain soil layer, resting your weary muscles from their exhausting, exploitative daily toil prayer. Naked feet stepping onto the sharp volcanic gravel stones outside, watch the illusion of their artificial world lose their pride and height, standing firmly together on the bedrock of absolute human honesty. Wild horizon stretching out infinitely into the turquoise western sea, discovering the absolute meaning of psychological and spiritual tranquility. The smooth mouth organ executes an unrefined, primitive acoustic scream, awakening the sleeping children from their synthetic television dream maze, lifting our collective spirits up into the open, unpolluted sky blaze. The global technocrats manufacture electronic behavioral modification formulas, hoping to domesticate the wild revolutionary fire that burns inside the youth, constructing mechanical surveillance infrastructure across the Emerald Valley's formula, withholding the natural heritage that the ancestors gracefully provided as truth. But tribal intelligence possesses an unshakable defensive spiritual shield that will never to their automated technological supremacy yield or feel. I bartered my authentic identity for a temporary mainstream title reign, posing for flashing media lenses while my interior stability decayed severely. Realizing too late that celebrity status is an empty financial piggy bank, paying the ultimate economic price for the foolish games I love so dearly. But this muddy organic frequency offers an unexpected therapeutic solution, cleansing my consciousness from their modern societal chemical pollution. Clay pottery baking underneath the scorching afternoon solar rays, cast your superficial modern anxieties completely away all days, realigning our primal biological instincts with the celestial sky dome. Oh, wild horizon stretching out infinitely into the turquoise western sea, discovering the absolute meaning of psychological and spiritual tranquility. The smooth mouth organ executes an unrefined, primitive acoustic scream, awakening the sleeping children from their synthetic television dream maze, lifting our collective spirits up into the open, unpolluted sky blaze. experiencing a state of absolute serenity behind gates. True wealth is the amount of love you can openly distribute to others. Discovering a magnificent, honest reason to live among brothers. Our untamed voices shatter the governor's stone fortress wall barrier. Just a wild horizon, stripping me completely bare. Absorb the pristine electricity within the mountain air. We are the sovereign children of the untamed wilderness. Wild horizon, stretching out infinitely into the turquoise western sea. Discovering the absolute meaning of psychological and spiritual tranquility. The smooth mouth organ executes an unrefined primitive acoustic scream, awakening the sleeping children from their synthetic television dream maze, lifting our collective spirits up into the open, unpolluted sky place. Yes, unrefined, beautiful, wide, wild horizon. Natural vibrations outlast the centuries. The new sun is rising. Stale tobacco smoke coats the tattered velvet upholstery fabric. Pacing restlessly inside this cramped, unlit basement apartment layout. Refusing to participate in their competitive mainstream theatrical magic. As I process the lingering questions of historical skepticism and doubt. My psychological equilibrium is balanced on a razor blade edge parameter. Listening to the mechanical ticking of an old kitchen barometer. Dry your weeping eyes, my beloved Ethiopian queen mother. The darkest astronomical hour always precedes the dawn of the sun. Do not let your vision be clouded by anxieties from one another. The spiritual battle for your identity has already been won. Stand firm on the ancient principles of righteousness and scriptural text, preserving the sacred energy of your youth for what happens next. A heavy, painful sigh escapes from my fragile ribcage compartment. Find the celestial sanctuary far away from this concrete apartment. Merging our separate vocals, victor peace achieved underneath the tropical wilderness canopy shade. Curing the deep psychological fractures that systemic malice made. The mouth organ executes an unpolished, mournful blues phrase, cutting directly to the thick geopolitical, electromagnetic haze. Sway your shoulders gracefully to this slow burning root shuffle groove, watching the heavy blocks of institutional segregation completely removed. They build massive brick penitentiaries to cage the innocent youth population, selling false security narratives on the television broadcast screens, attempting to suppress the brilliant light of eternal truth nations, to maintain their corrupt, automated financial corporate machines. But spiritual warfare cannot be won with the gunpowder weapon children who refuse their vice. I sought temporary refuge inside the lavish upscale metropolitan hotels, trading my raw authenticity for a sliver of temporary public applause. Realizing too late that celebrity is an engineered labyrinth of hells, violating every protective, intuitive, instinctual, evolutionary law. But your unpolished reggae bassline provides an immediate salvation spark, rescuing my contaminated consciousness from their dangerous dark park. Unsent telegrams dissolving slowly underneath the pouring raindrops. Let the infinite intelligence absorb your residual mental pain stops, realigning our auditory perceptions with the rhythm of the clouds. Bitter peace achieved underneath the tropical wilderness canopy shade, curing the deep psychological fractures that systemic malice made. The mouth organ executes an unpolished mournful blues phrase, cutting directly through the thick geopolitical electromagnetic haze. Sway your shoulders gracefully to this slow burning roots shuffle groove, watching the heavy blocks of institutional segregation completely removed. Forgive yourself for the mistakes of the historical calendar past, realizing that true happiness is found inside your own heart at last. Let the negative thoughts completely evaporate into outer space, welcoming the infinite beauty of a brand new geographical place. Our shared resilience outlasts the fiercest tropical monsoon wind. This bitter peace tasted like medicine to my soul. Let the Almighty Creator take total, absolute spiritual control. The morning star is preparing to break through the dark clouds. Bitter peace achieved underneath the tropical wilderness canopy shade, curing the deep psychological fractures that systemic malice made. The mouth organ executes an unpolished mournful blues phrase, cutting directly through the thick geopolitical electromagnetic haze. Sway your shoulders gracefully to this slow burning roots shuffle groove, watching the heavy blocks of institutional segregation completely removed. Stale tobacco smoke coats the tattered velvet upholstery fabric, pacing restlessly inside this cramped, unlit basement apartment layout, refusing to participate in their competitive mainstream theatrical magic. As I process the lingering questions of historical skepticism and doubt, my psychological equilibrium is balanced on a razor blade edge parameter, listening to the mechanical ticking of an old kitchen barometer. Dry your weeping eyes, my beloved Ethiopian queen mother. The darkest astronomical hour always precedes the dawn of the sun. Do not let your vision be clouded. Broken asphalt shimmers beneath the amber street lamp flare outside. Pacing restlessly outside a dilapidated tenement apartment block complex. Clutching a tattered wool shawl against the chilly evening air inside. Listening to the mechanical ticking of an ancient padlock clock specs. My psychological equilibrium is balanced on a precarious needle thread as I navigate these alleys filled with industrial heavy street dread. Worry not, traveler, for the rugged exterior of the slum areas below, where resilient blossoms sprout amidst the shattered glass debris always. Do not allow their systemic classification to expand your criteria, so keep your interior dignity anchored, remaining spiritually free all days. The humble courtyard matches the majesty of any palace long, when the faithful population eagerly awaits the upcoming dawn. Neon signs casting flickering purple shadows on the curbstones. Let the acoustic resonance heal what their laws disturb bones. Walking side by side across the urban battlefield grid lines. Ghetto cry, weaving smooth textures through the concrete maze tonight. Bathing the forgotten children in an everlasting golden blaze bright. The mouth organ executes an elegant, sophisticated blues slide movement, balancing the turbulent street passions that swell for improvement. Stomp your worn sneakers proudly to the syncopated roofs. Groove session. Watch the heavy blocks of systemic segregation completely remove oppression. The financial technocrats distribute digital pacifiers to the youth population, hoping to domesticate the wild, insurgent frequency of the block sector. But grassroots networks continue to amplify absolute scriptural truth nations, shattering the artificial boundaries of their automated time clock vector. The concrete towers of Babylon shall eventually crumble into dust piles, while we re-establish a community that spans for miles and miles. I used to seek temporary refuge inside their lavish upscale hotel halls, trading my raw authenticity for a sliver of mainstream applause media. Realizing too late that celebrities and elaborate sets of prison walls, violating every protective, intuitive, instinctual, spiritual encyclopedia. But your unpolished reggae bassline provides an immediate salvation spark, restoring my contaminated consciousness far away from their dark park. Graffiti murals decorating the old brick warehouse wall sections. Listen closely to the ancient ancestors' prophetic trumpet directions, transmuting our collective hardships into a beautiful vocal melody. Ghetto cry, weaving smooth textures through the concrete maze tonight. Bathing the forgotten children in an everlasting golden blaze bright. The mouth organ executes an elegant, sophisticated the turbulent street passions that swell for improvement. Stomp your worn sneakers proudly to the syncopated roots groove session. Watch the heavy blocks of systemic segregation completely remove oppression. Strip down the vanity that clutters their elite society town circles. I am permanently laying my heavy cosmetic armor down today. True sophistication is found within a clean, unpolluted mind space, leaving their plastic decorations and titles far behind. Anyway, I combine vocal energy fractures, the governor's iron shield wall. Just a ghetto cry, cool my tie and soul. Let the grassroots vibration take complete, absolute control. The unvarnished truth is the greatest weapon we possess. Ghetto cry, weaving smooth textures through the concrete maze tonight, bathing the forgotten children in an everlasting golden blaze bright. The mouth organ executes an elegant, sophisticated blues slide movement, balancing the turbulent street passions that swell for improvement. Stomp your warm sneakers proudly to the syncopated roots groove session. Watch the heavy blocks of systemic segregation completely remove oppression. Broken asphalt shimmers beneath the amber street lamp flare outside. Pacing restlessly outside a dilapidated tenement apartment block complex, clutching a tattered wool shawl against the chilly evening air inside, listening to the mechanical ticking of an ancient padlock clock specs my psychology. Heavy condensation beads upon the bedroom window glass pane surface. The atmosphere outside is thick with electrical humidity and pressure tonight. Watching the palm fronds whip wildly across the garden grass purpose, as the lightning flashes illuminate the sky with purple, majestic light. My internal temperature is rising to a feverish, dangerous degree field, trapped inside the vortex of this emotional instability that won't yield. Welcome the precipitation that descends from the celestial clouds above us. The earth requires constant irrigation to produce the necessary vegetation food. Do not let your perspective be blanketed by a fearful, heavy shroud. Plus, every natural weather pattern operates for the collective, universal good. The thunder is merely the voice of the Almighty Creator standing near, reminding the universe of His everlasting, protective, unshakable love clear. Hot raindrops splashing onto my bare shoulders in the dark room. Bow, let the atmospheric dynamics clear your stressed interior gloom. Standing fearlessly in the center of the meteorological swirl zone. Whispering star, howling through the tropical island paradise sector, melting away the historical layers of institutional winter ice vector. The technological barons attempt to manipulate the global weather patterns, building massive modification stations across the Central Plain farmlands, hoping to isolate the tribes from standing together firmly, always concerns using synthetic disasters to maximize their corporate monetary gains. But the organic elements will never obey their digital computer command, unleashing the natural, necessary cleansing across the polluted land space. I used to seek shelter whenever a tempest began to brew on the hill, hiding underneath blankets on an unmade mattress pad in absolute despair, drowning my anxieties in an addictive toxic chemical cocktail spill, paralyzed completely by a heavy existential dread I had to bear. But your acoustic guitar skank provides a sudden stabilization effect, transforming this climate chaos into a beautiful celebration to inspire. Gust of wind blowing open the wooden balcony door frame, watch the cleansing waters rejuvenate the coastal shorelines, names merging our individual currents with the tempest storm cloud. Whispering storm howling through the tropical island paradise sector, melting away the historical layers of institutional winter ice vector. The mouth organ delivers a rich, banish every single ounce of your residual territorial anxiety feed. Sway your body fluidly to this rolling, thunderous roots, reggae beat, absorbing the thermal energy radiating from the cobblestone street. Allow the deluge to wash away your psychological contamination stain. I finally recognize the hidden beauty behind the driving raindrops. Environmental turbulence is a catalyst for spiritual interior growth, unifying the consciousness of the universe, saving us both from stops. We stand completely resilient against the fiercest monsoon wind force. This whispering storm, let the natural in my heavy, tired soul, let the natural elements take complete, absolute spiritual control. The sun is preparing to break through the dark clouds envelope. Whispering storm howling through the tropical island paradise sector, melting away the historical layers of institutional winter ice vector. The mouth organ delivers a rich, banish every single ounce of your residual territorial anxiety fear. Sway your body fluidly to this rolling, thunderous roots reggae beat, absorbing the thermal energy radiating from the cobblestone street. Heavy condensation beads upon the bedroom window glass pane surface. The atmosphere outside is thick with electrical humidity and pressure tonight. Watching the palm fronds whip wildly across the garden grass purpose, as the lightning flashes illuminate the sky with purple majestic light. My internal temperature is rising to a feverish, dangerous degree field, trapped inside the vortex of this emotion instability. Precipitation forms upon my bare shoulders in this tight cabaret hall. Lipstick smudged from swallowing an expensive bitter botanical drink. Tired of trading my authentic youth for their manufactured truth altogether. Standing precariously on an absolute maximum emotional brink. The atmospheric pressure is rising to a suffocating degree tonight. Trapped inside this humid neon theater of instability, alright. Welcome the dense precipitation that descends from celestial clouds above. The fertile earth requires irrigation to produce organic food indeed. Do not let your perspective be blanketed by their fearful shrouds. Every natural meteorological pattern operates for collective good and need. The rolling thunder is merely a majestic voice from the Creator, reminding the universe of an everlasting, protective, divine love greater. Hot raindrops splashing onto the dusty wooden windowsill. Let the thermal energy clear your stressed interior will. Facing the vortex of this environmental climate hurricane. Straw tree reed howling through the tropical island paradise today. Melting away the historical layers of institutional winter ice away. The mouth organ executes a rich sticky blues progression here. Banish every single ounce of your residual earthly fear. Sway your body fluidly to this slow, thunderous reggae beat, absorbing the raw electricity radiating from the cobblestone streets. Technological barons attempt to manipulate natural weather patterns, building massive modification stations across the central plain country, hoping to isolate the tribes from standing firmly together always, using engineered climate disasters to maximize corporate monetary gains. But primitive elements will never obey their digital command, unleashing unnecessary cleansing across the polluted farmlands. I used to panic whenever a tempest began to brew outside the house, hiding underneath blankets on an unmade mattress pad in despair, allowing my vulnerabilities to continuously run and hide away, drowning in a bucket of artificial anxieties I had to bear. But your acoustic vibration provides a sudden stabilization effect, transforming this climate chaos into a beautiful celebration to inspect. Gusts of wind blowing open the balcony screen door. Watch the cleansing waters rejuvenate the coastal shoreline, merging our individual currents with the tempest storm. So a tree reed howling through the tropical island paradise today, melting away the historical layers of institutional winter ice away. The mouth organ executes a rich sticky blues progression here. Banish every single ounce of your residual earthly fear. Sway your body fluidly to this slow, thunderous reggae beat, absorbing the raw electricity radiating from the cobblestone street. Psychological stain. I finally recognize the hidden beauty behind the rain. Environmental turbulence is a catalyst for spiritual growth. Unify resilient against the fiercest monsoon wind. The sultry, electrifying my heavy soul. Let the natural limbs take complete control. The sun is preparing to break through the clouds. Sultry, howling through the tropical island paradise today, melting away the historical layers of institutional winter ice away. The mouth organ executes a rich, sticky blues progression here. Banish every single ounce of your residual earthly fear. Sway your body fluidly to this slow, thunderous reggae beat, absorbing the raw electricity radiating from the cobblestone street. Let the rain fall, warm and beautiful tonight. Selassie, protection over the storm chasers, ultimate tide. Condensation forms upon my bare shoulders in this tight cabaret hall. Lipstick smudged from swallowing an expensive bitter botanical drink. Tired of trading my authentic youth for their manufactured truth. Altogether standing precariously on an absolute maximum emotional brink. The atmospheric pressure is rising to a suffocating degree tonight. Trapped inside this humid neon theater of instability. Alright, welcome the dense precipitation that descends from celestial clouds above. Gray powder residues coat the vintage mahogany nightstand shelf. Pacing restlessly inside this cramped, unlit attic apartment room. Staring fixedly at the distorted reflection of my tattered self. Wondering how my identity became wrapped in this total gloom. My biological equilibrium is balanced on a precarious needlepoint as I listen to the wind rattle the loose window frame joint. Blessed is the traveler who dares to reveal a vulnerability. For stripping down the ego is the hardest spiritual task. The global apparatus reward deception and plastic flexibility, demanding that every citizen wear an institutional mask. But natural beauty requires no expensive external decoration, shining brightly as a sovereign, unpolluted primal creation. Crimson lipstick stains on the rim of a broken porcelain teacup. Look toward the eastern hills where the golden sun is coming up, shedding the protective cosmetic armor we constructed out of fear. Velvet ash settling softly upon the cobblestone alley street, transforming exactly how our fragile, tired bodies feel and need. The mouth organ executes a delightful, smooth acoustic slide, balancing the turbulence
vanities of the material world denounce.
The greedy corporate executives construct invisible psychological grids, attempting to restrict the geographical movement of the youth, pocketing the dividends while concealing what the Constitution forbids,
trying to suppress the brilliant light of eternal scriptural truth.
But tribal intelligence possesses an unshakable defensive shield that will never to their automated technological supremacy yield.
I used to seek temporary refuge inside their lavish upscale halls, trading my raw authenticity for a sliver of mainstream validation, realizing too late that celebrity is an elaborate set of prison walls, suffocating slowly in a state of absolute bitter isolation.
But your unpolished reggae bassline provides an immediate salvation, restoring my contaminated spirit to its primary biological foundation.
Clay pottery baking underneath the scorching afternoon sun.
The liberation of your interior mind
has already begun,
walking proudly together
across the rocky coastline. Sand, velvet ash, settling softly upon the cobblestone alley street, transforming exactly how our fragile, tired bodies feel and need.
The mouth organ executes a delightful,
smooth acoustic slide,
balancing the turbulent street.
Passions that swell deep inside. Sway, sway your shoulders fluidly to this elegant rock-steady bounce, as we watch the vanities of the material world denounce.
Historical titles
that clutter your unique identity.
I am finally experiencing a state
of absolute serenity.
True wealth is the amount of love
you can openly give,
discovering a magnificent,
honest reason to live.
Our unmasked voices break their psychological spells.
Just velvet ash drifting away in the wind.
A brand new chapter of your life
is about to begin. Let the tide wash away the residual sorrow. Velvet ash settling softly upon the cobblestone alley street,
transforming
exactly how our fragile, tired bodies feel and meet.
The mouth organ executes
a delightful, smooth acoustic slide,
balancing the turbulent street.
Passions that swell deep inside.
Sway your shoulders
fluidly to this elegant rock-steady bounce, as we watch the vanities of the material world denounce.
Yes,
keep playing low. Grey powder residues coat the vintage mahogany nightstand shelf, pacing restlessly inside this cramped, unlit attic apartment room, staring fixedly at the distorted reflection of my tattered self, wondering how my identity became wrapped in this total gloom. My biological equilibrium is balanced on a precarious needlepoint, as I listen to the wind rattle the loose window frame joint.
Blessed is the traveler who dares to reveal a vulnerability, surface, stripping down the ego.
Pacing restlessly through these cavernous, empty auditorium corridors today, listening to the ghostly reverberations of our historical structural fights, whispering your name to the cold, unyielding brick walls anyway, hoping a phantom response will comfort me before the dawn lights.
My internal voice feels so completely distant,
Hollow and shallow,
like a trail of breadcrumbs that my memory
can no longer follow.
Stop pursuing the elusive shadows of things that have already passed. The historical timeline cannot be rewritten by your anxious human mind. Do not allow temporary memories to bind your spirit so fast.
True liberation requires leaving the ancestral ghost far behind.
The universe expands toward the promise of a
Magnificent tomorrow. Do not become a permanent hostage to your psychological sorrow. Disconnected communication lines buzzing in the dark room.
reignite the smoldering embers, dispel the heavy gloom,
Navigating the vast labyrinth of this acoustic maze. Hollow echo run through the deep canyons of historical time, searching for a vintage melody that was once beautifully sublime. The mouth organ delivers a haunting, cutting directly through the thick electromagnetic hazy maze. Keep your feet locked into this hypnotic,
spacious dark pulse,
proving that spiritual focus outlast everything else.
The broadcasting moguls distribute synthetic acoustic noise below, hoping to distract the masses from the underlying structural truth. Selling cheap entertainment to the ghetto girls and boys we know, attempting to corrupt the vibrant energy of the righteous youth. But the authentic frequency of the roots music we amplify
Shall pierce through their static and illuminate the global sky. I became an addict to the nostalgia of my prime calendar years, replaying old video clips of happiness inside my heavy head, drowning myself in a bucket of manufactured artificial fears, paralyzed completely on this unmade, messy mattress bed. But your echoing bassline fractures this emotional isolation cell,
rescuing my consciousness
from this self-imposed modern hell.
Unsent telegrams dissolving underneath the pouring rain.
Let the infinite intelligence absorb your residual mental pain,
Realigning our auditory perceptions with the cosmos.
hollow echo running through the deep canyons of historical time,
Of historical time,
searching for a vintage melody that was once beautifully sublime. spiritual focus outlast everything else.
Silence the external chatter that pollutes your brain. I finally hear the beautiful stillness
Behind the driving rain,
The present moment is the only reality that actually
exists,
dispelling the historical
phantoms from these mental lists.
We break free
From the loop of our past errors,
just a hollow echo.
fading into outer space.
Stand still, daughter.
Discover your rightful spiritual place.
The sound of the future is beginning to loudly ring.
Hollow echo, running through the deep canyons of historical times,
Searching for
a vintage melody that was once beautifully sublime.
the mouth organ,
Delivers a haunting,
cutting
directly through the thick electromagnetic hazy maze.
keep your feet
Locked into this hypnotic, spacious pose, proving that spiritual focus outlasts everything else. Pacing restlessly through these cavernous, empty auditorium corridors today, listening to the ghostly reverberations of our historical structural fights, whispering your name to the cold, unyielding brick walls anyway, hoping a phantom response will comfort me before the dawn lights.
my internal
Voice feels so completely distant, hollow and shallow, like a trail of breadcrumbs that my memory can no longer follow.
Stop pursuing the elusive shadows of things that have already passed. The historical timeline.
Yeah. Rusty iron links clutter the deck of this stationary vessel tonight morning, staring fixedly at the silhouette of a distant coastal lighthouse tower, wondering how much longer this heavy structure can float or ride safely as the dense maritime storm clouds begin to threateningly lower down.
My emotional equilibrium is tested by the rising tidal swell pattern,
Trapped inside the perimeter of this self-imposed coastal hell labyrinth.
Behold, daughter, how the Almighty provides a stabilizing weight balance to prevent your fragile spirit from drifting completely askew fields. Do not let your perspective be dictated by temporary human fate parameters. Keep your focus centered on principles that are forever true values.
The deepest ocean cannot swallow a righteous foundation stone block, assuring faithful children that they never walk alone through valleys.
Braided ropes tightening under the immense physical strain today.
Let music absorb
residual effects of
bow.
The material barons accumulate silver, but lose their ancestral identity traits, building massive fortresses to block the emerald mountain landscape views, creating endless division, destroying collective serenity among human tribes, forgetting natural laws that are beautifully, perfectly new formulas always. But tribal wisdom outlasts their corrupt financial machinery, town layouts, chanting down oppression, pulling their stone empires completely down floor. I allowed my reckless heart to be guided by superficial desire choices, chasing phantom validation through a crowded, noisy cabaret room theater, igniting a dangerous, highly volatile kind of interior fire ember, pacing restlessly while watching autumn foliage outside gradually wither away. But your grounding acoustic scan provides an immediate botanical medicine remedy, cleansing my consciousness from darkness I was previously in severe. Coconut husk burning slowly on the sandy shoreline park sectors, reignite smoldering embers of your divine spark center blueprints, embracing harsh lessons that universe has gracefully taught us. Smoky sanctuary, holding firm against the Russian maritime tide currents, providing a secure refuge where honest still inside. The mouth organ executes a joyful, banishing every single ounce of your historical, territorial anxiety, fear. Stomp your combat boots proudly to this solid roots arrangement now, teaching our heavy hearts exactly when and how to naturally bow. Leaving all toxic, manipulative, leaving all toxic, manipulative. True liberation is a sovereign gift from the Creator above us, bathing our weary egos in unconditional, pristine love plus tokens. I combine Vulcan frequencies. Combine Vulcan frequencies. Rusty iron links clutter the deck of this stationary vessel tonight morning, staring fixedly at the silhouette of a distant coastal lighthouse tower, wondering how much longer this heavy structure can float or ride safely as the dense maritime storm clouds begin to threateningly lower down. My emotional equilibrium is tested by the rising tidal swell pattern, trapped inside the perimeter of the self-imposed coastal hell labyrinth. Behold, daughter, how the Almighty provides a stabilizing weight balance to prevent your fragile spirit from drifting completely askew fields. Do not let your perspective be dictated by temporary human fate parameters. Keep your focus centered on principles that are forever true values. The deepest ocean cannot swallow a righteous foundation stone block, assuring faithful children that they never walk alone through valleys. Behold, daughter, how the Almighty provides a stabilizing weight balance to prevent your fragile spirit from drifting completely askew fields. Do not let your perspective be dictated by
against the old brick courtyard wall outside, as the street lamps cast long, distorted, monochromatic, geometric shapes. Listening to the distant echo of a lonely jazz saxophone's call to hide, trying to find an avenue of immediate psychological and emotional escape
from the suffocating memories that pursue my restless,
overactive mind, searching for a quiet sanctuary that is incredibly difficult to find.
Do not be intimidated by the velvet darkness that surrounds your frame. The nocturnal hours are merely a mirror of your interior spiritual space. Every wandering traveler must learn to accept their unique cosmic name, navigating the terrestrial matrix with absolute elegance, focus, and grace. The moonlight provides a sufficient illumination for the humble and meek, guiding your footsteps toward the answers that you so desperately seek. Phantom partners spinning fluid through the humid midnight air, cast aside the residual weight of your historical calendar despair, gliding effortlessly across this invisible dance floor grid tonight. Midnight dust settling softly upon the architecture of the dark room, dispelling the thick shadows of systemic, heavy sociological gloom. The mouth organ delivers a slinky, ultra smooth jazz, blues cadence now, teaching our heavy hearts exactly when and how to naturally bow. Twist your hips fluidly to this hypnotic
rolling steppers roots groove,
watching the residual anxieties of the daily grind
completely remove.
The political sorcerers distribute an artificial electronic daylight screen, hoping to keep the global population perpetually distracted and blind, hiding their geopolitical maneuvers behind an elaborate media scene, attempting to colonize the deep, sacred recesses of the human mind. But the tribal night walkers possess a superior spiritual navigation tool, refusing to be educated or domesticated by their institutional rule. I used to panic whenever the sun began to slip below the emerald hill, seeking artificial shelter inside the crowded, noisy commercial nightclubs, trying to numb my existential dread with a temporary, expensive thrill, drinking alcoholic cocktails in subterranean, smoke-filled public pubs. But this organic late-night rhythm offers a superior psychological safety net, allowing my consciousness to release the things that I previously regret. Dark silhouettes merging into a singular harmonic silhouette shape, pulling down the heavy, oppressive velvet institutional drape, realigning our biological clocks with the natural lunar cycle. Midnight dust settling softly upon the architecture of the dark room, dispelling the thick shadows of systemic, heavy sociological gloom. The mouth organ delivers a slinky, ultra smooth jazz, blues cadence now, teaching our heavy hearts exactly when and how to naturally bow. Twist your hips fluidly to this hypnotic rolling steppers roots groove, watching the residual anxieties of the daily grind completely remove. Keep drifting until the dawn breaks beautifully through.
true. I am no longer terrified of the matrix illusions they made. The darkness possesses a deep, restorative spiritual tranquility, restoring my psychological stamina, focus, and capability. We move harmoniously through the unseen dimensions of space. Just midnight dust, drifting through the shadows alone.
Let the quiet vibration
Guide your spirit back to the throne. Feel the heartbeat of the cosmos beneath our bare feet. Midnight dust settling softly upon the architecture of the dark room, dispelling the big shadows of systemic, heavy sociological gloom. The mouth organ delivers a slinky, ultra-smooth jazz blues cadence now, teaching our heavy hearts exactly when and how to naturally bow. Twist your hips fluidly to this hypnotic rolling step as roots groove, watching the residual anxieties of the daily grind completely remove. Silhouetted outlines flicker against the old brick courtyard wall outside, as the street lamps cast long, as the street lamps cast long. Silhouetted outlines flicker against the old brick courtyard wall outside, as the street lamps cast long, distorted monochromatic geometric shapes. Listen to the distant echo of a lonely jazz saxophone's call to hide, trying to find an avenue of immediate psychological and emotional escape from the suffocating memories that consume our mahogany nightstand shelf, pacing restlessly inside this cramped, unlit attic apartment room, staring fixedly at the distorted reflection of my tattered self, wondering how my identity became wrapped in this total gloom. My biological equilibrium is balanced on a precarious needlepoint as I listen to the wind rattle the loose window frame joint.
Blessed is the traveler who dares to reveal a vulnerability, for stripping down the ego is the hardest spiritual task. The global apparatus rewards deception and plastic flexibility, demanding that every citizen wear an institutional mask. But natural beauty requires no expensive external decoration, shining brightly as a sovereign, unpolluted primal creation. Crimson lipstick stains on the rim of a broken porcelain teacup. Look toward the eastern hills where the golden sun is coming up, shedding the protective cosmetic armor we constructed out of fear. Velvet ash settling softly upon the cobblestone alley street, transforming exactly how our fragile, tired bodies feel and need. The mouth organ executes a delightful, smooth acoustic slide, balancing the turbulent street passions that swell deep inside. Sway your shoulders fluidly to this elegant rock steady bounce as we watch the vanities of the material world denounce. The greedy corporate executives construct invisible psychological grids, attempting to restrict the geographical movement of the youth, pocketing the dividends while concealing what the Constitution forbids, trying to suppress the brilliant light of eternal scriptural truth.
But tribal intelligence possesses an unshakable defensive shield that will never to their automated technological supremacy yield.
I used to see temporary refuge inside their lavish upscale halls, trading my raw
authenticity for a sliver of mainstream validation, realizing too late that celebrity is an elaborate set of prison walls, suffocating slowly in a state of absolute bitter isolation. But your unpolished reggae bassline provides an immediate salvation, restoring my contaminated spirit to its primary biological foundation.
Clay pottery baking underneath the scorching afternoon sun.
The liberation of your interior mind is already begun.
Walking proudly together across the rocky coastline sand.
Velvet ash settling softly upon the cobblestone alley street, transforming exactly how our fragile, tired bodies feel and meet.
The mouth organ executes
A delightful, smooth acoustic slide, balancing the turbulent street passions that swell deep inside. Sway your shoulders fluidly to this elegant rock steady bounce as we watch the vanities of the material world denounce. A state of absolute serenity.
true wealth is the amount of love
You can openly give,
discovering a magnificent
honest reason to live. Our unmasked voices break the psychological spells. Just velvet ash
drifting away in the wind
a brand new chapter of your life
is about to begin.
Let the tide wash away the residual sorrow. Velvet ash settling softly upon the cobblestone alley street, transforming exactly how our fragile, tired bodies feel and meet.
The mouth organ executes
A delightful, smooth acoustic slide,
balancing the turbulent street passions that
swell deep inside. Sway your shoulders fluidly to this elegant rock steady bounce as we watch the vanities of the material world denounce. Yes, smooth velvet ash, keep playing low, divine guidance. Protect the block, let the vibrations grow. Shedding these expensive, suffocating layers of theatrical face makeup, exposing the raw, bleeding epidermis beneath the glamorous lace dress. tired of performing complex choreography for their competitive wake-up. Trapped inside this high society, manufactured emotional distress mess.
The heavy platinum necklaces around my neck
Feel like iron shackles today,
as I watch the autumn foliage outside
gradually wither and decay away.
Welcome to the untamed wilderness, where the wild mountain foxes wander, far away from their corrupt automated financial marketplace
Transaction grid.
The natural ecosystem has a magnificent spiritual story for
You to ponder,
revealing the cosmic mysteries that the clever down pressers
successfully hid.
eat the simple fruits harvested from the rich
Volcanic mountain soil layer,
resting your weary muscles from their exhausting
exploitative daily toil prayer. Naked feet stepping onto the sharp volcanic gravel stones outside.
Watch the
Illusions of their artificial world lose their pride and hide,
standing firmly together on the bedrock
of absolute human honesty. Wild horizon stretching out infinitely into the turquoise western sea,
discovering the absolute
meaning of psychological and spiritual tranquility.
The smooth mouth
Organ executes an unrefined primitive acoustic scream,
awakening the sleeping children
from their synthetic television dream maze, lifting our collective spirits up into the open, unpolluted sky blaze.
Yeah. The global technocrats manufacture electronic behavioral modification formulas, hoping to domesticate the wild revolutionary fire that burns inside the youth, constructing mechanical surveillance infrastructure across the Emerald Valley's formula, withholding the natural heritage that the ancestors gracefully provided as truth.
A tribal intelligence possesses an unshakable defensive spiritual shield that will never to their automated to technological supremacy yield or feel.
I bartered my authentic identity for a temporary mainstream
Title rank,
posing for flashing media lenses while my interior
stability decayed severely,
realizing too late that celebrity status
is an empty financial piggy bank,
paying the ultimate economic price
for the foolish games I love so dearly. But this muddy organic frequency offers an unexpected therapeutic solution, cleansing my consciousness from their modern societal chemical pollution. Clay pottery baking underneath the scorching afternoon solar rays,
cast your superficial modern anxieties
completely away. All days
realigning our primal biological instincts
with the celestial sky dome. Wild horizon stretching out infinitely into the turquoise western sea, discovering the absolute meaning of psychological and spiritual tranquility. The smooth mouth organ executes an unrefined primitive acoustic scream, awakening the sleeping children from their synthetic television dream maze, lifting our collective spirits up into the open, unpolluted sky blaze.
Erase the historic identity traits.
I am finally experiencing
a state of absolute serenity behind gates.
true wealth is the amount of love
you can openly distribute to others.
discovering a magnificent, honest reason
To live among brothers.
our untamed voices shatter the governor's stone fortress wall barrier.
Just a wild horizon,
Stripping me completely bare
absorb the pristine.
within the mountain air.
We are
The sovereign children of the untamed wilderness. Wild horizon stretching out infinitely into the turquoise western sea.
discovering
The absolute meaning of psychological and spiritual tranquility. The smooth mouth of an exit keeps an unrefined, primitive acoustic scream. Awakening the sleeping children from their synthetic television dream maze. Lifting our collective spirits up into the open, unpolluted sky blaze. Shedding these expensive, suffocating layers of theatrical face makeup. Exposing the raw, bleeding epidermis beneath the glamorous lace dress. Tired of performing complex choreography for their competitive wake-up. Trapped inside this high society manufactured emotional distress mess. The heavy platinum necklaces around my neck feel like iron shackles today. As I watch the autumn foliage outside gradually wither and decay away.
welcome to the untamed wilderness where the smashing my designer cosmetics bottles against the bathroom sink tile. Refusing to swallow the daily emotional sedatives they corporate prescribe. Standing precariously on the absolute maximum boundary edge mile of separating my authentic artistry permanently from their compliance tribe. They wanted to transform my wild soul into a predictable commercial product, subjecting my vocal performance to their sterile, engineered codes of conduct. Stand firm, courageous daughter. Do not let them break your unique stride. The oppressor's authority is just a temporary, fragile paper shield. Keep your evolutionary dignity burning brightly, beautifully inside. Never to their automated, synthetic, technological supremacy yield. The historical timeline belongs exclusively to the fearless and the free, who dare to challenge the corrupt boundaries of their legislative decree. Clenched fists shaking at the automated broadcast television screen, exposing the systemic matrix malice that operates completely unseen. Marching forward with an unshakable, sovereign inner conviction today. Crimson wave evaporating fiercely up into the dark, stormy sky. Defying droplets falling from a revolutionary, unshielded human eye. The mouth organ unleashes an unpolished, screeching acoustic protest cry, proving that grassroots determination will never stumble, wither or die. Stomp your combat boots loudly to this heavy rocker's roots beat. Colonial administrators distribute economic toxins to the youth below, hoping to pacify the natural insurgent energy of the local population. But the underground coalition network continues to steadily, surely grow, armed with the ultimate spiritual weapon of absolute scriptural truth. Nations, the massive concrete fortresses of Babylon shall crumble to the floor as divine justice knocks forcefully upon the greedy down-presser's door. I used to hide my political frustrations under a fashionable cosmetic mask, playing the submissive role that the corporate media executives demanded. But completing their superficial assignments became an exhausting bitter task, leaving my psychological equilibrium completely stranded and empty-handed. Now I unleash my unfiltered outrage through this acoustic reggae song, reclaiming the primitive power that belonged to my spirit all along. Barbed wire fences cutting through the vibrant emerald grass fields. Watch the tyrannical kingdom shatter like cheap glassware shield, breaking the heavy chains of psychological manipulation completely now. Crimson well evaporating fiercely up into the dark stormy sky, defying droplets falling from a revolutionary unshielded human eye. The mouth organ unleashes an unpolished screeching acoustic protest cry, proving that grassroots determination will never stumble, wither or die. Stomp your combat boots loudly to this heavy rocker's roots beat, claiming back our sovereign psychological autonomy on this crowded street. Refuse to sign their deceitful binding industry contracts anymore. I am fully prepared to wage a peaceful psychological guerrilla war. Total liberation requires absolute fearless, uncompromising audacity, expanding my emotional reservoir to its maximum operational capacity. We stand completely unbothered by their institutional threats. This crimson wave, watering the seeds of real change, rearranging the structural pieces, making a new exchange. The fire of freedom cannot be extinguished by the water. Crimson well evaporating fiercely up into the dark stormy sky, defying droplets falling from a revolutionary unshielded human eye. The mouth organ unleashes an unpolished screeching acoustic protest cry, proving that grassroots determination will never stumble, wither or die. Stomp your combat boots loudly to this heavy rocker's roots beat, claiming back our sovereign psychological autonomy on this crowded street. Smashing my designer cosmetics bottles against the bathroom sink tile, refusing to swallow the daily emotional sedatives they corporate prescribe, standing precariously on the absolute maximum boundary edge mile of separating my authentic artistry permanently from their compliance tribe. They wanted to transform my wild soul into a predictable commercial product, subject